Hi friends, and hopefully welcome back to the White House Kitchen where I have a strawberry leaf. Okay, we're getting ready to make a base for an ice cream. Historically, y'all, this is the ice cream maker. Also, I'm your weird friend to say weird things, but I don't always say what the captions say that I say. So our ice cream maker comes with this awesome little flexible lid that you can put over your ice cream maker. This right here. Oh, let me twist it so we can get it off of here. Okay, so it would go on this in your freezer and you just keep it there. It lives there. Mine got taken out to make room for something else temporarily, and I didn't put it back in, and I have a hankering for ice cream, which means we're going to make this, but I have to wait 24 hours before getting her done. So, but I wanted to show you. So you pour it in this little sheet right here. You want to make sure you plug it in and turn it on before you start pouring, because remember, this is frozen. You don't want it to seize up. And the little paddle is plastic, so you want it to be going before you pour in. Okay, just a little tidbit about that. I'm going to throw the stuff in the blender. I like our ice cream maker because it's a big enough size, and basically you can prep this pretty quickly so long as you have it in the freezer, unlike me. That's like legit. And it's not huge, but it makes a bigger batch than think the Ninja Creamini. Is it Creamini? Creamy? And I'm not throwing shade. I am sure it is great. It does smaller batches, and from what I understand, you have to freeze it before you put it in there. Perfectly fine if you're doing a smaller batch. You can also do a small batch in this. I guess it just depends on your prep time. So you'll want to put all this together and at least get it cold for 30 minutes and then pour it in there if that's frozen. So if it lives in the freezer, it's always ready. With the Ninja Creamini, which is great, especially I think if you have two kinds of people in your house, it's a little more expensive. So I want to say it's about $120 more than the Pampered Chef one. It comes with a couple of containers, plastic containers that are a little smaller, but you know, two of those could be the size of that. Don't get me lying, I haven't done that analogy. However, oh, I have it hanging now. We're gonna put this over here so we don't grab any more hair. So I would say if you're gonna do that and you want to prep ahead and you want to freeze some, and you have someone in your house like me that does not want to ever have like protein ice cream, but you're trying to do good and you love ice cream, but you don't want all the sugar and stuff that's in a normal one, whereas the other person wants it normal, does not want a diet friendly protein ice cream. Doesn't matter if it tastes good, wants the real thing, right? Which is who I'm married to, which is fantastic. But I would want two different versions if I want something for me whenever I'm trying to be good kitty, which is what we're making today, a good kitty ice cream. That would be, he would try it, but he also doesn't want fruit mix in stuff, so he would not eat the strawberry ice cream. So what we have is I'm going to blender it. If you have the Flex Plus or the mixer, you could also just mix it. I have a couple of hackages. So I'm using a nut milk, which will cut your calories and typically your sugar content than a regular milk. It will cut your fat because you're not using heavy cream. Now, this is just an experiment. I do not know if this is delicious, but I'm pretty sure the flavors and the ingredients will be. And I've made a protein ice cream before with my cream cheese protein frosting recipe. I just added more milk to it and I used regular milk. But the hack, or I have just the tip for you here, is when you're using a nut milk, it's typically not the creamiest or the dreamiest of things. But if you add some vanilla Greek yogurt, which will add flavor, or if you were to add, I'm going to go to grams real quick. So that was 1.25 cups of, stupid is what stupid does, hit the button and went right by it. 1.25 cups of a nut milk. You could use regular milk. You're just going to have a little bit more calories and likely sugars. I used an unsweetened almond milk. You can also use cashew, whatever nut milk. You can make a nut milk in here, and we have a little straining bag that comes with it for that. My shoes make fluffy noises, and when I say fluffy, think gas passing. It's not me, I promise. My shoes just make this weird little, not a screech, it's like a anyway. I'm going to go ahead and get my protein powder in here. I'm doing 30 grams. And I want to say the calories for what I'm doing will be, for like the whole batch, right around 300-ish. And it'll at least have 10 grams of protein. This is 24. Hang on. We're missing a gram of this. I just got my sleeve on it. Yes. Watch it. Push down. Okay. So we'll have 24 here, and then, so if nothing else has protein at all, we have 24 plus another 20. So 44 grams of protein for the whole batch if we chose to eat the whole thing. Next up, 100 grams, roughly half a cup of strawberries. And I'm going to throw these in here and just blend them. You can also do a fresh strawberry mix in. If you feel like you need more sugar than this has, or more sugary flavor, which I'm going to add a couple of things to show you. That was 109, that was good enough. This also will be a little sweeter, so if you don't have this Greek yogurt, you could use like cottage cheese. If you need more fat because you're more of a keto diet, or you're cycling different ways of eating, so you go, like if you're going to be doing any fasting and you want to build up your fat, then you would do more fat and probably eat a smaller portion of it if you're on a calorie watch. Okay, so this is going to add the extra creaminess that my nut milk will not have. I'm going to cut them up for some, I think I want to do protein cheesecake. That's delicious. Okay, so this will add more sweetness, but I'm using sugar-free. You can make your own pudding mix if you're not a sugar-free person, or if you want to have some sort of flavors and maybe do a honey for a natural sweetener, or you just want to go the full sugar version and count your carbs. Like, that's 100% in your control. You can try this different ways. Now, I do 7 grams, but I don't like to measure out small grams or a tablespoon. I feel like the smaller the gram amount, the least accurate, or the less accurate it is. I like a white chocolate flavor. If you want this to be like a strawberry cheesecake, it's probably close. Then get the cheesecake flavor. I personally don't love it. I like the neutral white chocolate flavor, or even vanilla lemon. If you want more of the lemony goodness, you can put some blueberries in there. I'm probably going to cook the strawberries down for the protein cakes, the protein cheesecake. Okay, we're done. So we're adding creaminess and thickness with our pudding mix. We added a little sweetness, more protein, and more creaminess with our Scooby Snacks. My brain is dead. Greek yogurt, vanilla Greek yogurt. We're going to add a little bit more flavor. So a good way to add some flavor without necessarily adding calories is to grab you an extract. Now, if you're going with like an all-natural whole food diet, probably not going to use this, especially for butter. But there's a butter extract, so if you're making like a candied nut, or even one that's not candied but you want a little butter flavor to it, you could use a butter extract. I got too many words. We need to get the show on the road. I saw Rick. Oh, this one has a teaspoon. So a teaspoon of, I'm doing cake batter extract. And if you want more of like a butter pecan flavor, you could do butter extract. A little butter, do a little milli vanillis. Okay, so that was thick. And it's orange. So we're done with all these ingredients. We're going to blend it. I'm going to put it in a bowl and get it cold so we can make an ice cream with it. So not an immediate satisfaction here, but if you are doing some sort of event, or you have some peaches to get rid of and you want a healthier ice cream, do this, or do the usual kind of vanilla base and add your extras. But have your ice cream bowl in the freezer and ready, and then you can just take it out, and your prep time's like 30 minutes. So get your ice cream mixture, or you could do it a day ahead or 2 days ahead, ready. Have it in the fridge and have it cold for whatever you're doing, and then it takes at least 20 minutes-ish to run, but then you have fresh, almost like a softer ice cream. If you want it a little bit harder of an ice cream, then you can put it in the freezer for 30 minutes or so. I'm just going to, that's going to be on it, do, I'm just going to pulse it because I feel like it shouldn't take too long. Message me the word ice cream to be entered into this month's giveaway. I feel like you could do an apple cobbler if you had like seasoned apples and do the white chocolate or a vanilla base for this and just do that half a cup-ish. Wanted to put some granola or nut crunchies on top or as like a mix in toward the end of your mixing time here. That's when you add your mix in, so I could add some fresh fruit or some, not fresh fruit, like cook them down. Also, I was saying if you want something sweet or you need to add a little honey to this if you think you need it sweeter, or those sugar-free syrups or the full sugar versions could be another way to add some sweetness and flavor. I think we're pretty well blended, so all I got to do is pour this in a bowl and have it cold and ready for when I want to run that. Hopefully I'll show you all an update later or I'll scoop it out. I do have our ice cream scoops. I'm like, uh-oh, it's not where I usually put it. Bubs has been doing dishes. Isn't he awesome lately? So, can't use it now because we have liquid. But that is my healthier version of an ice cream. I'll let you know if it's good. But so if you have a notepad, you want to write this down real quick. I will give you the rundown in just a second. You could also do a charcuterie tray with the kiddos and get some fun shapes out to cut cheese. Cut the cheese. Or your fruit shapes and use this caramel apple dessert mix. I've heard it's good. I haven't tried it yet, but that's on my list. So this weekend, if you're up for it, we can do a protein cheesecake, which I 100% know tastes delicious because I've made it a million times. Okay, recipe. I'm pretty sure I'm going from memory. A cup and a quarter, or a quarter, yeah, a cup and a quarter of nut milk of choice or milk. Half a cup of strawberries. And you could do them chopped up if you'd rather have chunks in your ice cream and do that, add in at the end. Half a cup of cottage cheese or vanilla Greek yogurt if you want to. This is not half a cup. This is a little over half a cup. Just so you know. But I'm like, the extra creaminess will be great. So we have Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. We have milk. We have a scoop of protein powder. I use Quest because it actually tastes good. That's 31 grams. Half a cup of strawberries. I do 1 tablespoon of a pudding mix and then a teaspoon of cake batter extract. That's it. Blend it, put it in the fridge, and then make ice cream. And you could also adapt this for a regular version and just like sub out the milk and Greek yogurt for the heavy cream and the milk or whatever yours calls for, and then your add-ins here, and then y'all pudding makes everything better. Okay, I'll let you go. Remember, message me the word ice cream to be entered into this month's giveaway. I just take your name down and the word you send me and the month that you send it to me, and do a drawing every month for a giveaway. I need to check with my last person who won, see if she got it. Okay, love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Holler if you have any questions or you need anything. I'm legit just a message away, and I hope to see you tomorrow.